Alô, testando o som. Bom, galera, peço agora mais.
Welcome to the Freddy Fazbear virtual experience. Fazbear Entertainment is excited to join the digital age, and what better way to do that than with an edge-of-your-seat virtual reality experience. We know that Fazbear Entertainment has developed something of a bad reputation over the last few decades, and while it's true that some stories associated with our name were loosely based on actual events, the majority of them were total fabrications from the mind of a complete lunatic, lawsuits pending. But we aren't above laughing at ourselves. Ha ha ha. That's why we have recreated many of these completely fictitious scenarios, lies, that you've been fed over the last several years into a hilarious VR game, in the hopes that we can finally move past these childish ghost stories and develop a new relationship with you, as well as your kids. Don't forget the merch, perfect for birthdays. So sit back and enjoy a few scares. We do, however, ask that you agree to a simple waiver before you play. It's mostly just legal mumbo-jumbo and isn't at all based on user experiences thus far or injuries associated with testing. Just touch the button to agree and then we can jump right into some harmless fun that can't harm you at all in any harmful way. Thank you for playing the Freddy Fazbear Virtual Experience. You acknowledge that Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for accidental digital consciousness transference, real-world manifestations of digital characters, nightmares, night terrors, night sweats. Welcome to the Freddy Fazbear Virtual Experience. Use the console in front of you to navigate the menu and pick one of the frightening experiences available. By completing these scenarios, more will become available. You'll see plenty of familiar faces and some new ones as well. So stay a while and have a good time. And remember, despite the temporary horror you may experience, this is a completely controlled environment and you aren't in any real danger. Fazbear Entertainment not responsible for real danger. Please make a selection from the virtual menu.
Hello? Hello?
Coloquei no 2?
I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact, so I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory statement from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death has occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days or as soon as property and premises have been thoroughly cleaned and bleached and the carpets have been replaced, blah blah blah. Now that might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night, but do I blame them? No. If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bath, I'd probably be a bit irritable at night too. So remember, these characters hold a special place in the hearts of children and we need to show them a little respect, right? Okay. So just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit. They're left in some kind of free roaming mode at night. Something about their servos locking up if they get turned off for too long. They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of 87. Yeah. It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe, you know? Now concerning your safety, the only real risk to you as a night watchman here, if any, is the fact that these characters, if they happen to see you after hours, probably won't recognize you as a person. They'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume on. Now, since that's against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they'll probably try to forcefully stuff you inside a Freddy Fazbear suit. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if the suits themselves weren't filled with cross beams, wires, and animatronic devices, especially around the facial area. So you can imagine how having your head forcibly pressed inside one of those could cause a bit of discomfort and death. The only parts of you that would like to see the light of day again would be the eyeballs and teeth that pop out the front of the mask. Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up. But hey, first station of the breeze. I'll chat with you tomorrow. Check those cameras and remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve power. Alright, good night.
Tô saindo daqui. Vaza. Hora da manhã. Tá. Ok. Bora agora.
Hello? Hello? Well, if you're hearing this and you made it to day 2, congrats. I won't talk quite as long this time since Freddy and his friends tend to become more active as the week progresses. It might be a good idea to peek at those cameras while I talk, just to make sure everyone's in their proper place, you know. Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't come off stage very often. I've heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark, though, so hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right? I also want to emphasize the importance of using your door lights. There are blind spots in your camera view, and those blind spots happen to be right outside your doors. So if you can't find something or someone on your cameras, be sure to check the door light. You might only have a few seconds to react. Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that. Also, check on the curtain in Pirate Cove from time to time. The character in there seems unique in that he becomes more active if the cameras remain off for long periods of time. I guess he doesn't like being watched. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under control. Talk to you soon.
Horas. Ele vazou. Eita. Vazou? Cadê? É o Fred. Já é 5 horas da manhã. Primeira vez que eu tô assistindo Help Wanted na Inter. Cara, o jogo é legal, viu?
much of your time. Things are getting real tonight. Hey, listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuff into a Freddy'S suit,
Também tem a opção de...
you know, then there's a chance that maybe they'll think that you're an empty costume instead. Then again, if they think you're an empty costume, they might try to stuff a metal skeleton into you.
Deus, o
I
box.
wonder how that would work. Yeah, never mind. Scratch that. It's best just not to get caught. Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
Bom nisso. Ah, bom. Ai, não deu tempo, cara. Que ódio.
Hello. Hey, you're doing great. Most people don't last this long. I mean, you know, they usually move on to other things by now. I'm not implying that they died. That's not what I meant. Anyway, I better not take up too much of your time. Things are getting real tonight. Hey, listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuffed into a Freddy'S suit, try playing dead. You know, go limp. Then there's a chance that maybe they'll think that you're an empty costume instead. Then again, if they think you're an empty costume, they might try to stuff a metal skeleton into you. I wonder how that would work. Yeah, never mind. Scratch that. It's best just not to get caught. Okay, I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
Deus, a Chica, ela foi daqui pra cá. deu certo? Ah, ele tá na cozinha. Tá chegando. Daqui? O que eu faço? Sem trancar? Tem como. Vazio. Boa! Acho que é isso. Ele deve ter um parado. Bunny Bites. A gente vai lavando. Perdi algum.
Oh, hey, wow, day 4. I knew you could do it. Hey, listen, I may not be around to send you a message tomorrow. It's been a bad night here for me. I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you when I did. Hey, do me a favor. Maybe sometime you could check inside those
Vai
suits
ficar um pouco.
in the back room. I'm gonna try to hold out until someone checks. Maybe it won't be so bad. I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there.
Aqui sim, tá bom.
No.
Tal já. Fazer um. Ver se tá saindo o micro. Tá. Quando. Ah, o Fred tá aqui também já. Ah, então. Fred, não sei. Deus, era o Fred! Vazou? Oxi! O cara ainda tá aqui. Era a risada dele, então. Deus. Nossa, eu não acredito. Droga. Bora começar de novo, né?
Hey, wow, day 4. I knew you could do it. Hey, listen, I may not be around to send you a message tomorrow. It's been a bad night here for me. I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you when I did. Hey, do me a favor. Maybe sometime you could check inside those suits in the back room. I'm gonna try to hold out until someone checks. Maybe it won't be so
Vou
bad.
colocar na câmera do box.
I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. You know. Oh no.
Oxi, pensei que ele já tinha vazado. Ah, droga.
Oh, hey, wow, day 4. I knew you could do it. Hey, listen, I may not be around to send you a message tomorrow. It's been a bad night here for me. I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you when I did. Hey, do me a favor. Maybe sometime you could check inside those suits in the back room. I'm gonna try to hold out until someone checks. Maybe it won't be so bad. I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. You know. Oh no.
Passou? Sabia, era ele. Pra o Fred dar risada. O Fred não vai vazar, não? Deus, o cara é muito super. Nossa, que ódio. Oi, Sarangmanães. Bem?
Oh, hey, wow, day 4. I knew you could do it. Hey, listen, I may not be around to send you a message tomorrow. It's been a bad night here for me. I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you when I did. Hey, do me a favor. Maybe sometime you could check inside those suits in the back room. I'm gonna try to hold out until someone checks. Maybe it won't be so bad. I always wondered what was in all those empty heads back there. You know. Oh no.
Será que quando ele avançar ele já mata? Bastou parado. Está. O foco já saiu. Vai estar aqui. Lasquei. Ah, tá, ele não mata. O problema é que eu já fico muito tempo ali cantando. Ele dá. Bora, meu filho, dá risada. Nossa, tá quase, meu Deus. Mano, esse Fred é muito legal. Ok. Tá aqui fechado. Meu Deus, né? Horas da manhã. Pelo amor de Deus. Vai acabar minha energia. Às 6 horas. Ah não, cara. Nossa, que sorte! No último segundo.
Are you having fun yet? That's great to hear.
Ver se dá pra fazer alguma coisa aqui. Olha, tem a noite 5. Nossa, até preto e branco. Que isso, cara? Ada logo, pô. Tá muito camper, velho. Vai acabar minha energia. Ah, meu Deus. Cara, muito. Pra ficar de camper. Os dois ao mesmo tempo. Agora. Nossa, no último segundo eu passei.
We went to great lengths to create an authentic VR experience, including using scanned photographs for reference and using original performance routines where applicable.
at the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I'm here to talk you through some of the things you can expect to see during your first week here to help you get started down this new and exciting career path. Now, I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old location, you know. Some people still have a somewhat negative impression of the company. That old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, Fazbear Entertainment is committed to family fun and above all, safety. They've spent a small fortune on these new animatronics. Facial recognition, advanced mobility, they even let them walk around during the day. Isn't that neat? But most importantly, they're all tied into some kind of criminal database so they can detect a predator a mile away. Heck, we should be paying them to guard you. Now that being said, no new system is without its kinks. You're only the second guard to work at that location. The first guy finished his week but complained about conditions. We switched him over to the day shift. So, hey, lucky you, right? Mainly he expressed concern that certain characters seem to move around at night, even attempted to get into his office. Now, from what we know, that should be impossible. That restaurant should be the safest place on Earth. So while our engineers don't really have an explanation for this, the working theory is that the robots were never given a proper night mode. So when it gets quiet, they think they're in the wrong room. So then they go try to find where the people are, and in this case, that's your office. So our temporary solution is this. There's a music box over by the prize counter, and it's rigged to be wound up remotely. So just every once in a while, switch over to the prize counter video feed and wind it up for a few seconds. It doesn't seem to affect all of the animatronics, but it does affect one of them. And as for the rest of them, we have an even easier solution. You see, there may be a minor glitch in the system, something about robots seeing you as an endoskeleton without its costume on and wanting to stuff you into the suit. So hey, we've given you an empty Freddy Fazbear head. Problem solved. You can put it on any time and leave it on for as long as you want. Eventually anything that wandered in will wander back out. Something else worth mentioning is kind of the quirky modern design of the building. You may have noticed there are no doors for you to close. But hey, you have lights, and even though your flashlight can run out of power, the building cannot. So don't worry about the place going dark. Well, I think that's it. You should be golden. Check the lights, put on the Freddy head if you need to. Keep the music box wound up. Piece of cake. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Mas esse final tem que ir com aviso lá, né? Eu não falo muito agora. A moeda. Vai. Caramba, Nick, tá... Pensando que... Cara, esse som de... Quase. Pô, passando da primeira. Bem de boa. Nautic Beverage. Hora de noite.
Hello? Hello? See, I told you your first night wouldn't be a problem. You're a natural. By now I'm sure you've noticed the older models sitting in the back room. Those are from the previous location, and we just use them for parts now. The idea at first was to repair them. They even started retrofitting them with some of the newer technology, but they were just so ugly, you know? And the smell. So the company decided to just go in a whole new direction and make them super kid-friendly. Those older ones shouldn't be able to walk around, but if they do, the whole Freddy head trick should work on them too, so whatever. I love those old characters. Did you ever see Foxy the Pirate? Oh wait, Foxy. Oh yeah, Foxy. Hey listen, that one was always a bit twitchy. I'm not sure if the Freddy head trick will work on Foxy. If for some reason he activates during the night, and you see him standing at the far end of the hall, just flash your light at him from time to time. Those old models would always get disoriented.
Esse cara fala demais.
It would cause a system restart or something. Come to think of it, you might want to try that on any room where something undesirable might be. It might hold him in place for a few seconds. That glitch might carry it over to the newer models too. One more thing. Don't forget the music box. I'll be honest, I never liked that puppet thing. It's always thinking, and it can go anywhere. I don't think the Freddy mask will fool it, so just don't forget the music box. Anyway, I'm sure it won't be a problem. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Eita.
Hello?
Vaza. Aí gira. Ah, não entendi. Que barulho foi esse? Tem que colocar máscara? Essa bateria, né? Não tá mostrando nada. Deus. Parece que não tem, né? Ah, mas eu não caí. Fox não é facilmente... Ué. Iniciar? Como assim? Eu perdi? Ah, tá. Bora pra noite.
Hello? Yeah, I told you you wouldn't have any problems. Did, Foxy ever repair the hallway? Probably not. I was just curious. Like I said, he was always my favorite. They tried to remake Foxy, you know? They thought the first one was too scary, so they redesigned him to be more kid-friendly and put him in Kids Cove. To keep the toddlers entertained, you know. But kids these days just can't keep their hands to themselves. The staff literally had to put Foxy back together at the end of every shift. Eventually they just stopped trying and left him as some kind of take apart, put back together attraction. Now he's just a mess of parts. I think the employees refer to him as just the mangle. Oh hey, before I go, I wanted to ease your mind about any you might have heard lately. You know how these local stories come and go and seldom mean anything. I can personally assure you that whatever is going on out there, however tragic it may be, has nothing to do with our establishment. It's just all rumor and speculation, people trying to make a buck, you know. Our guard during the day has reported nothing unusual, and he's on watch from opening till close. Okay, well anyway, hang in there and I'll talk with you tomorrow.
Ali. Foi no caso, né? Oi, Jakezinho. Meu Deus, tá muito perto. Vazou.
Hi. Hello.
Vaza? Ai, meu Deus. Boa. Morri. Boa. Liga. Bora, vaza. Bora. 5 horas. Aê! Vamos de cavalo. Pra comer? Vai, bora. Comecei errado, pensei que...
Hello. Hey there, Night 4. I told you to get the hang of it. Okay, so just to update you, there's been somewhat of an investigation going on. We may end up having to close for a few days. I don't know. I want to emphasize, though, that it's really just a precaution. Fazbear Entertainment denies any wrongdoing. These things happen sometimes. It'll all get sorted out in a few days. Just keep an eye on things, and I'll keep you posted. Just as a side note, though, try to avoid eye contact with any of the animatronics tonight if you can. Someone may have tampered with their facial recognition systems. We're not sure. But the characters have been acting very unusual, almost aggressive towards the staff. They interact with the kids just fine, but when they encounter an adult, they just stare. Anyway, hang tight, it'll all pass. Good night.
Hello? Hi.
Boa.
Hello.
Pelo amor de Deus, liga.
Hi. Hello. Hi.
Vaza. Vaza. Boa, conseguimos passar da noite 4. Oi, Dani. A treasure to... Agora bora pra noite. Aqui o mecanismo. E... Ô, louco, tem mais uma? Eita. Vai ser noite 5 e 6, eu acho.
Oh, hey, good job, night 5. Hey, keep a close eye on things tonight, okay? From what I understand, the building is on lockdown. No one is allowed in or out, you know, especially concerning any previous employees. When we get it all sorted out, we may move you to the day shift. The position just became available. We don't have a replacement for your shift yet, but we're working on it. We're going to try to contact the original restaurant owner. I think the name of the place was Freddy'S Family Diner or something like that. It was closed for years, so I doubt we'll be able to track anybody down. We'll just get through one more night. Hang in there. Good night.
Hi. Hello.
Deus, ele tá muito perto. Tá spamando aqui a caixa de metal. Não.
Hello?
Sim, vou colocar a máscara. Vazou. Vaza, foto. Meu Deus. Vou morrer. Me lasquei. Boa, passamos. A gente morreu acho que nenhuma vez nesse mapa 2.
Using proprietary technology developed by Fazbear Entertainment, our VR development teams were able to use vintage control boards almost like plug and play, digitally recreating performances and personalities from the past in an instant.
Cara, é isso. Twitter, vamos ver o que é isso. Ah, noite. Twitter. Gente, desculpa o som irritante, que eu tô tendo que spamar aqui. que ver as câmeras pra ver eles.
Hi. Hello.
Ah, meu Deus, eu não vi. Vou morrer? Vaza, Fox.
Hi.
Meu Deus, eu acho que morri. Pelo amor de Deus. Nossa, eu não acredito. A gente passou o FNAF 2 todas as noites de primeira. Pô, mas as mecânicas aqui é bem mais fácil. Fazer um monte de coisa ao mesmo tempo. Agora vamos. Botões.
Hey, glad you came back for another night. I promise it'll be a lot more interesting this time. We found some great new relics over the weekend, and we're out tracking down a new lead right now. So, let me just update you real quick, then you can get to work. Like, the attraction opens in like a week, so we have to make sure everything works and nothing catches
Hello?
on fire. When the place opens, people will come
vai ser mais
in at the
difícil.
opposite end of the building and work their way toward you, and past you, and out the exit. Yeah, you've officially become part of the attraction. You'll be starring as the security guard. So not only will you be monitoring the people on the camera as they pass through, you know, to make sure no one steals anything or makes out in the corner, but you'll also be a part of the show. It'll make it feel really authentic, I think. Now let me tell you about what's new. We found another set of drawings, always nice, and a foxy head, which we think could be authentic. Then again, it might just be another crappy cosplay. And we found a desk fan, very old school, metal though. Watch the fingers. Right now the place is basically just, you know, flashing lights and spooky props. I honestly thought we'd have more by now. If we don't have something really cool by next week, we may have to suit you up in a furry suit and make you walk around saying, boo. But, you know, like I said, we're trying to track down a good lead right now. Some guy who helped design one of the buildings says there was like an extra room that got boarded up, or something like that. So we're going to take a peek and see what we can find. For now, just get comfortable with the new setup. You can check the security cameras over to your right with the click of that blue button. You can toggle between the hall cams and the vent cams. Then over to your far left, you can flip up your maintenance panel. You know, use this to reboot any systems that may go offline. In trying to make the place feel vintage, we may have overdone it a bit. Some of this equipment is barely functional. Yeah, I wasn't joking about the fire. That's a real risk. The most important thing you want to watch for is the ventilation. Look, this place will give you the spooks, man, and if you let that ventilation go offline, then you'll start seeing some crazy stuff, man. Keep that air flowing. Okay, keep an eye on things, and we'll try to have something new for you tomorrow night.
Tá ele ali? Não. Aparece. Agora sim. Eu acho que de todos os mapas, eu acho esse 3 aqui o mais chatinho. Os pais. Noite 2.
Hello?
Hey man, okay, I have some awesome news for you. First of all, we found some vintage audio training cassettes. Dude, these are like prehistoric. I think they were like training tapes for like other employees or something like that. So I thought we could like have them playing like over the speakers as people walk through the attraction. Dude, that makes us feel legit, man. But I have an even better surprise for you. You're not gonna believe this. We found one. A real one. Gotta go, man. Well, look, it's in there somewhere. I'm sure you'll see it. Okay, I'll leave you with some of this great audio that I found. Talk to you later, man. Hello. Welcome to your new career as a performer/entertainer for Freddy'S Pizza. These tapes will provide you with much-needed information on how to handle/climb into/climb out of mascot costumes. Right now, we have 2 specially designed suits. So please pay close attention while learning how to operate these suits, as accidents/injuries/death/irreparable and grotesque maiming can occur. First, we will discuss how to operate the mascots when they are in animatronic form. For ease of operation, the animatronics are set to turn and walk towards sound cues. This is an easy and hands-free approach to making sure the animatronics stay where the children are for maximum entertainment/crowd-pleasing value. To change the animatronics to suit mode, insert and turn firmly the hand crank provided by the manufacturer. Turning the crank will recoil and compress the animatronic parts around the sides of the suit, providing room to climb inside. Please make sure the spring locks are fastened tight to ensure the animatronic devices remain fixed. We will cover this in more detail in tomorrow's session. Remember to smile. You are the face of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Ah, não tinha visto. Meu Deus, ele tá ali.
Hello.
Basta.
Hello.
Hi. Vaza daqui. Lasquei. Conduto? Aqui no escuro. Meu Deus, ele tá ali na minha frente, eu não tinha visto.
Hello.
Vaza.
Hello. Hi. Hello.
Ah, esqueci, né? Dá pra mexer assim. Não. O que é esse? É ele? É.
Hi.
Boa. Bora, ó. Vem pra cá.
Hello.
Pra cá. Ei, boa. Mais uma noite concluída. Caramba, beijinho top. E é pra comer? Credo. Ganha uma conquista. Três.
Hello. For today's lesson, we will be continuing our training on proper suit handling techniques. When using an animatronic as a suit, please ensure that the animatronic parts are tightly compressed and fastened by the spring locks located around the inside of the suit.
É aqui, na
It may
verdade.
take a few moments to position your head and torso between these parts in a manner where you can move and speak. Try not to nudge or press against any of the spring locks
Ele tá
inside the
aqui.
suit.
É isso.
Do not touch the
Deu
spring
certo.
locks at any time. Do not breathe on the spring locks, as moisture may loosen them and cause them to break loose. In the case that the spring locks come loose while you are wearing a suit, please try to maneuver away from populated areas before bleeding out, as to not ruin the customer experience. As always, if there is ever an emergency, please go to the designated safe room. Every location is built with one extra room that is not included in the digital map layouts programmed into the animatronic or security suit. This room is hidden to customers, invisible to animatronics, and is always off camera. As always, remember to smile on the face of Freddy Fazbear's teeth.
Meu Deus. Em algum momento eu vou ter que virar. Caramba, você ficar assim então dá certo? Calma. Situação. É só não olhar diretamente. Droga. Espera aí. Quase. Tá aqui. Meu Deus, ele tá ali.
Hi.
Volta.
Hello?
Ah, não. Agora você vem pra cá.
Hi.
Foi pro duto? Olha ali. Boa. Agora vem pra cá.
Hello?
Isto.
Hi.
Vai lá, PB, você consegue. Acho que eu consigo. Não. Quase. Ah, não. Meu Deus, olha o Fred ali. E
Hello?
embora. Nossa! Olha o Fox ali. Meu Deus, quase.
Hi.
Bora, meu filho, vai pra lá. Tem, ó. Ai, eu não tinha visto. Vou dar uma olhada. Pera, deu erro de áudio também? Pelo amor de Deus. Aê, boa. Noite 4 agora, né? Tô indo muito bem, eu morri até agora no desde o FNAF 2. Eu morri no FNAF 1. Foi mais complicado. 4. Mas ele já tá ali.
Hello. There's been a slight change of company policy concerning use of the suit. Don't. After learning of an unfortunate incident at the sister location involving multiple and simultaneous spring lock failures, the company has deemed the suit temporarily unfit for employees. Safety is top priority at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, which is why the classic suits are being retired to an appropriate location while being looked at by our technicians. Until replacements arrive, you will be expected to wear the temporary costumes provided to you. Keep in mind that they were found on very short notice, so questions about appropriateness/relevance should be deflected. I repeat, the classic suits are not to be touched, activated, or worn. That being said, we are free of liability. Do as you wish. As always, remember to smile. You are the face of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
Mexe a câmera! Por que eu não consigo mexer a câmera? Não.
Hi.
Vem pra cá, eu te chamo.
Hello.
Pra voltar cá. Uau.
Hi.
Ele entrou no tubo. Pelo amor de Deus. O adulto ele entrou? Ele tá ali, meu Deus.
Hello.
O Fox vazou. Tá ali.
Hi.
Pra cá. Pra cá. Ih, pra cá.
Hello.
Olha, já tá aqui. Deus, quase. Pra
Hi.
cá. Boa, moleque. Pra cá.
Hello.
Ah, não. Olha lá também. Não, gente. Fica aí por enquanto. Ele tá aqui, eu vou tampar esse aqui. Tampa. Ih, ele ficou preso? Ah, não. Deus, é tudo. Passou.
Hi.
Deus. Nossa, que sorte. Mais uma noite no final.
It looks like you're making great progress, and more importantly, you're staying in your lane and sticking to the script, which is exactly what our risk assessment team was hoping you'd do. Please continue to enjoy the Fazbear virtual experience.
25.
Hello?
Hello? This is just a reminder of company policy concerning the safe room. The safe room is reserved for equipment and/or other property not being currently used and as a backup safety location for employees only. This is not a break room, should not be considered a place for employees to hide and/or congregate. And under no circumstance should a customer ever be taken into this room and out of the main show area. Management has also been made aware that the Spring Bonnie animatronic has been noticeably moved and would like to remind employees that this costume is not safe to wear under any circumstances. Thank you and remember to smile. You are the face of
Bebê, você vai até zerar? Talvez. A não ser que vocês queiram algum outro jogo. Deus, quase. Ah, ele tá ali.
Hi. Hello?
Sai daí. Agora vem pra cá. Meu Deus! Eu tinha visto. Inicializa tudo. Ah, ele entrou no duto. Cara, eu acabei de voltar. Meu Deus. Não! Morri. Ah, velho. Nada foi provado.
Hello? This is just a reminder of company policy concerning the safe room.
Eu tenho outro jogo de terror também, aquele Case Animatronics. Se vocês não quiserem mais ver esse aqui, posso trocar de jogo. Eu não tinha visto. Já tá ali.
Management has also been made aware that the Spring Bonnie animatronic has been noticeably moved and would like to remind employees that this costume is not safe to wear under any circumstances. Thank you and remember to smile. You are the face of Freddy'S Fazbear's pizza.
Tá perto pra mover a câmera, ele não tá movendo.
Just a reminder of company policy concerning
Hello?
the safe room. The safe room is reserved for equipment and/or other property not being currently used and as a backup safety location for employees only. This is not a break room. Should not be considered a place for employees to hide and/or congregate.
Ô, Gil, você não parece...
In no circumstance should a customer ever
Cara,
be taken into this room and out of the main show area. Management has also been made aware that the Spring Bonnie animatronic has been noticeably moved. We'd like to remind employees that this costume is not safe to wear under any circumstances. Thank you, and remember to smile. You are the face of Freddy'S Fazbear's Pizza.
pra cá.
Hello?
Meu Deus.
Hi.
Eu nem tava olhando a câmera. Não. Tampa.
Hi.
Ali foi.
Hello?
Pra cá.
Hi.
Pro. Qual?
Hello?
Poxa, nem vi. Tá muito difícil. Vou pro FNAF 4. Ah, não tem. Isso. Não peço esse serviço. Pegue e solte. Apertar botões, faça reparos.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. Oh no, it looks like Bonnie's guitar is out of tune and must be recalibrated. First, we must access his harmonization module located inside his secondary throat pipe. To access the throat pipe, both eyes must first be removed. You must be as precise as possible when removing the eyes from their respective sockets. First, firmly grip Bonnie's left eye and carefully remove it from its socket.
Ah, eu pensei que... eu confundi a minha esquerda com a dele, é verdade. Five Nights at Freddy's evoluiu muito, né, PB? Sim. O tempo evoluiu. Mas sei lá, eu acho que a história já devia ter sido contada.
Well, great job. Deposit the left eye in the cleaning receptacle on your... Well done. Now, firmly deposit the right eye. Good job. To open Bonnie's faceplate, carefully press the two buttons located on either side of Bonnie's jaw. When done correctly, you should hear two small clicks. Well done. You now have access to Bonnie's harmonization module. Press the blinking button inside Bonnie's secondary throat pipe. Something is not right. One of those notes is out of tune. You may push the button again to replay the audio check. Press the colored button that corresponds to the incorrect note. Press the blinking button again to verify your work. Great job. Bonnie is in tune and ready for his solo. Let's close him up. Simply replace both eyes in the same order that you removed them, then close up the faceplate, and we'll call it a day.
Uai. Ah, tinha que colocar os olhos, pensei. Esqueci. Droga. Testado muito.
Welcome back to Parts and Great job. Well done. Deposit the right eye. Good job. To open. Well done. Something is not right. One of those notes is out of tune. You may push the button and press the blinking button again to verify your work. Great job. Bonnie is in tune and ready for his solo. Let's close him up. Simply replace both eyes in the same order that you removed them, then close up the faceplate, and we'll call it a day.
Weird. É bugou? Não entendi. Por que o olho bugou? Coloquei na ordem que era pra ter colocado.
Welcome back to Parts and
Comecei a
Service.
errar de novo.
Oh no, it looks like Bonnie's guitar. Welcome back to Parts and Great job. Well done. Deposit the right eye. Good job. To open Bonnie's face. Well done. You now have access to Bonnie's harmonization. Something is not right. One of those notes is out of tune. You may push the button, press the blinking button again to verify your work. Great job. Bonnie is in tune and ready for his solo. Let's close him up. Simply replace both eyes in the same order that you removed them, then close up the faceplate, and we'll call it a day.
Aí, ó, o jogo tá bugando. Cara, eu não tô entendendo. Eu tenho que colocar o contrário.
Welcome back. Great job. Well done. Deposit the right. Good job. To open. Well done. Something is not right. One of those notes is out of tune. You may push the button, press the blinking button again to verify your work. Great job. Bonnie is in tune and ready for his solo. Let's close him up. Simply replace both eyes in the same order that you removed them, then close up the faceplate, and we'll call it a day.
Ah, eu entendi agora. Eu entendi, eu tava colocando ao contrário. Meu Deus, o jogo me confundiu.
Welcome. Great job. Well done. Deposit the right. Good job. To well done. Something is not right. One of those notes is out of tune. You may push the button, press the blinking button again to verify your work.
Esse aqui é o da
Great
esquerda.
job. Bonnie is in tune and ready for his solo. Let's close him up. Simply replace both eyes. Well done. That concludes your parts and services task. See you next time.
Meu Deus. Ah, vamos nesse serviço bem de boa até. Só prestar atenção.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. There have been customer complaints about Chica's acrid smell. Sounds like Chica has been rummaging around the kitchen again. Remove all food particles from Chica's exterior and place it in the refuse bin on your right. Good job. Make sure Chica is not hiding any other treats inside her beak. To open her beak, carefully press the 2 buttons located on the sides of Chica's head. Oh no, it looks like Chica has picked up some unwanted friends. To clear the infestation, apply the Fazbear Entertainment restaurant-grade chemi spray to Chica's exterior. Press the button under the hanging canister to activate the chemi spray.
Cadê o spray?
Avoid inhaling the chemi spray. Exposure to cleaning, disinfecting, and maintenance chemicals may result in respiratory problems, skin, or eye irritation. Good job. Now reattach Chica's upper arm, hand, and cupcake plate.
Ué? Não era ali?
Welcome back to Parts and Service. There have been customer complaints about Chica's acrid. Good job. Make sure Chica. Oh no! It looks like Chica. Avoid inhaling the chemi spray. Exposure to cleaning, disinfecting, and maintenance chemicals may result in respiratory problems, skin, or eye irritation. Good job. Now reattach Chica's upper arm, hand, and cupcake plate.
Ah, acho que tem que pegar aquele negócio preto ali.
Welcome back to Parts and Service.
No.
There have been customer complaints about Chica's acrid smell. Sounds like Chica has been rummaging. Good job. Oh no! It looks like. Avoid inhaling the chemi spray. Exposure to cleaning, disinfecting, and maintenance chemicals may result in respiratory problems, skin, or eye irritation. Good job. Now reattach Chica's upper arm, hand, and cupcake plate.
The hands. Tô vendo hand. A hand já tá aqui. E o braço?
Well done.
Meu Deus, eu não tinha olhado
Oh
direito.
no! It looks like Chica needs another dose of the chemi spray. Do not let the infestation spread. Be sure to give the canister button another push as needed. Return the cupcake to Chica's plate.
Ixi, cadê? Ah, não.
Please place the cupcake on the plate. Place the cupcake on the plate.
Eu peguei!
Place the cupcake on the plate. Place the cupcake on the plate.
Ah, ele tá ali? Ah, velho, ele caiu no lixo.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. There have been customer complaints about Chica's act. Good job. Make sure. Oh no! Avoid inhaling the chemi spray. Exposure to cleaning, disinfecting, and maintenance chemicals may.
Velho, o negócio ali é muito pequeno, a área que tem que colocar. Possível.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. There have been customer complaints about Chica's act. Good job. Make sure. Oh no! Avoid inhaling the chemi spray. Exposure to cleaning, disinfecting, and maintenance chemicals may. Well done. Oh no! It looks like Chica needs another dose of the chemi spray. Do not let the infestation spread. Be sure to give the canister button. Return the cupcake to Chica's plate. Return the cupcake to Chica's plate. Great job. Chica is ready to serve pizza and hugs to the kids again. Take a complimentary slice of pizza for a job well done. Go on, delicious. See you next time.
É isso. Meu Deus, o que que ele come?
Welcome back to Parts and Service. It looks like one of our guests left a personal item on our star attraction. Let's return it to the lost and found. Carefully grab and remove the child's hat from Freddy's mouth. Freddy's got a pretty good hold of it. Give it another good job. Now place the hat in the lost and found bin on your right.
Todos perdidos?
While we're at it, let's make sure there isn't anything else stuck inside. To access Freddy's chest cavity, grab Freddy's boat. Well done. Freddy's chest cavity is now open. Remove the child's watch and place it in the lost and found bin. Be careful not to touch any of Freddy's sensitive wiring. Good job. It appears there is a child's shoe wedged behind Freddy's music box. The music box must be removed before you can access the child's shoe. Gently grasp the music box and extract it from Freddy's chest cavity before the safety latch descends. Carefully place the music box on the work table to your left. Great job. To reset the safety latch, press the button located on Freddy's endoskeleton. Now, remove the child's shoe and place it in the lost and found bin. Well done. Return the music box to Freddy's chest cavity and we'll call it a day. Oh no, you seem to have mishandled Freddy's music box. This is not good. A replacement may be found on the work table. A slow and even pace is recommended. Crisis averted. To close Freddy's chest cavity, press the large black button on the center of Freddy's face. That concludes your time in Parts and Service. Your pay will be docked accordingly.
Irem. Pelo amor de Deus.
We hope you're enjoying the Fazbear virtual experience.
Agora vamos no último aqui, que é o Fox. Acho que ele vai ser mais complicadinho.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. Foxy has been out of commission for quite some time. This series of simple repairs should return him to full working condition. First, carefully pick up and place Foxy's head on his endoskeleton. Oh no, it looks like Foxy's proprietary servo motors are malfunctioning. It is recommended that you keep an eye on Foxy at all times. You will need to place new control fuses in the exposed receptacles to continue. Retrieve the fuse from drawer number 1 that matches Foxy's leg receptacle. To avoid bodily harm, wait for Foxy's legs to stop moving before inserting the control fuse.
Qualquer Ih, eu coloquei errado, não prestei atenção. Droga. Maravilha.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. Foxy has been... Oh no, it looks like Foxy's proprietary servo motors are malfunctioning. It is recommended that you keep an eye on Foxy at all times. You will need to place new control fuses in the exposed receptacles to continue. Retrieve the fuse from drawer number 1 that matches Foxy's leg receptacle. To avoid bodily harm, wait for Foxy's legs to stop moving before inserting the control fuse. Good job. Foxy has regained control of his legs. A gentle reminder, it is recommended that you keep an eye on Foxy at all times. Oh no, it looks like a former employee attempted to repair Foxy's chest motor using an incorrect fuse. Carefully, remove the incorrect fuse from Foxy's chest and insert it into Foxy's upper arm receptacle. Well done. The remaining chest fuses are located in drawers number 2 and number 4. Fix both fuses to continue.
Vermelho, azul, verde. Deus, pega direito. Bora. É vermelho, verde, vermelho, verde. Vai. Já tem? Tá. Entendi.
Good job. Retrieve Foxy's eye from drawer number 3. When Foxy's eye patch is fully open, place the eye back into his eye socket.
Ué! Ah, não. Nossa, velho. Ué, crashou. Não acredito. O crashou. Calma aí, gente. Voltando. Espero que eu não crash de novo.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. Foxy has been out of commission for quite some time. Oh no, it looks like Foxy's proprietary servo motors are malfunctioning. It is recommended that you keep an eye on Foxy at all times. You will need to place new control fuses in the exposed receptacles to continue. Retrieve the fuse from drawer number 1 that matches Foxy's leg receptacle. To avoid bodily harm, wait for Foxy's legs to stop moving before inserting the control fuse. Good job. Foxy has regained control of his legs. A gentle reminder, it is recommended that you keep an eye on Foxy at all times. Oh no, it looks like a former employee attempted to repair Foxy's chest motor using an incorrect fuse. Carefully, remove the incorrect fuse from Foxy's chest and insert it into Foxy's upper arm receptacle. Well done. The remaining chest fuses are located in drawers number 2 and number 4. Fix both fuses to continue.
Ele azul. Oh, droga, ele vai matar.
Welcome back to Parts and Service. Foxy has been out. Oh no, it looks like Foxy's proprietary servo motors are malfunctioning. It is recommended that you keep an eye on Foxy at all times. You will need to place new control fuses in the exposed receptacles to continue. Retrieve the fuse from drawer number 1 that matches Foxy's leg receptacle. To avoid bodily harm, wait for... Good job. Foxy has regained control of his legs. A gentle reminder, it is well done. The remaining chest fuses are located in drawers number 2 and number 4. fix both fuses to continue.
Pega. Azul, verde. Verde, azul.
Good job. Retrieve Foxy's eye from drawer number 3. When Foxy's eye patch is fully open, place the eye back into his eye socket. Well done. This concludes all your parts and service tasks. Pirate Cove can now be reopened.
Aí, conseguimos. Parar ventilador. Bom, gente, a live por enquanto, tá? Eu vou tarde. Aí se der eu volto. Mas é isso. Falou, espero que vocês tenham gostado da live. Até a próxima.